So I started working with Dream Theater when their keyboard player Jordan Rudess found about my orchestral cover videos on YouTube, which I did in Turkey previously coming to Berklee. I always liked to listen to Dream Theater, but it wasn't enough to listen to their music. I wanted to always play and then do something big, like a big project. And I used to play in piano, and then I said, why don't we take this bigger? And then got my friends together, and then we did a show, and we recorded and uploaded on YouTube, and many people liked it. Then somehow it got its way to Jordan Rudess, and then he contacted me, like, how did you and why did you do this? And there it started. Before working with Dream Theater, first Jordan asked me to arrange one of his upcoming pieces to the orchestra. He wrote this piece called Explorations for Keyboard and Orchestra. He said, your arrangement sounds really good, maybe you should do the arranging for me. And I said, definitely. And then there things moved forward, and then Dream Theater found about what I'm doing, and then they asked me, like, would you do some arranging job for us too? And I said, of course. I was raised as a classical pianist since 4. I don't even remember how I started. So how that influenced me, I always played piano, so it's how conductors and main arrangers work and start. Not always, but they start with a polyphonic instrument. So not only I used to play piano and pianistic, like artistic pieces, I also read orchestral scores, arranged them into piano, tried to play them on piano, which helped me to read a lot of orchestral scores and start conducting, like practicing conducting. And then when I had this arranging thing, it was something familiar rather than something completely new. So Dream Theater is the first professional arranging gig I got, but I also have a stack of arrangements home from my favorite bands like Steven Wilson, Porcupine Tree, Opeth, Echo Lynn Haken, and many bands that I love, hoping that I will work with them as well one day. This particular project came to life because I always did these orchestral arrangements and performed them live, but only with the orchestra. But my dream was to play with them together, like on stage. So they're playing, and then orchestra is playing what I arranged, and I will be conducting. But before coming to Berklee, I was in Turkey, so it was logistically kind of difficult for them to come to Turkey and then have like a one-off show and then come back to United States. After coming to Berklee, so this become more sensible to do it. So I contacted them, and they said, do you have an orchestra? I said, I can form an orchestra. They said, if you form an orchestra, if you have the ability to just provide us music, provide us orchestra, then we're fine. And I said, let's do the same thing. Let's get people together. Let's arrange some music, and then send them like a demo. And then we did this False Awakening project, and it came out beautiful. And end of March, we are playing together in Boston Opera House.